professional baseball season. 162 games per year, with maybe 2 or 3 off days a month. Maybe, that's if you're lucky. All the road trips, the countless nights in a hotel, the horrible beds, being on a bus for 8 hours going to Cleveland. I mean, come on, it's Cleveland. Cal Ripken Jr., often regarded as baseball's quote-unquote Iron Man, did this for 20 seasons. And in fact, played in a consecutive 2,632 games without missing one. Sure, he was sore, maybe injured, but it didn't matter. He knew that to be the best player that he could be and to give the team the most that he could give them, he had to be out there on that field. As a little kid, when I played baseball, I grew up and I watched Cal Ripken Jr. I watched his demeanor on the field, even when he was struggling. I watched the way he treated his teammates, and I saw the way that others respected him. And I knew that I wanted to be like him. I wore number 8 when I played. And yes, I was an Oriole. As a matter of fact, I have one of my baseball cards right here. Sure, I've changed a lot, and I'm not that chunky anymore. But if y'all want to look at that, I wore number 8 because I wanted to be like him. This man won 2 American League MVPs, 2 All-Star Game MVPs, played in over 3,000 games in his 20-year career. In 110 postseason at-bats, he had a career average of 336, which, if you know baseball, that's pretty damn good. In 2007, he was elected into baseball's Hall of Fame, something that not many baseball players get the chance to be in, and in fact, was elected with the 3rd highest percentage in history. Sporting News did a survey among baseball writers and analysts, and he was voted the 78th greatest player of all time. Baseball goes back all the way to the 1880s. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of players have played this game that we love, and he was ranked 78th best. As a little kid, I got to see his last game in Baltimore. The final inning, the crowd just went nuts. Every fan in the stadium, whether you were a Red Sox fan or an Oriole fan, stood up and applauded for 20 minutes. It was the greatest scene that I had ever been a part of. I started to cry because I knew that my hero's time was coming to an end, and he was about to ride off into the sunset. He didn't owe the game anything. Nothing. He had given his heart and soul to that game and his teammates for 20 years. But what did he do after he retired? He continued to give back to the game that he loved most. Him and his brother, Billy Ripken, who actually played baseball with him as well, started a foundation called the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation. This foundation helped bring baseball to underprivileged children, people living in horrible communities, some with no parents, some living in foster homes. Helped to grow the game and teach them life, how to be a professional. The foundation still exists today. As a matter of fact, they have tournaments all across the Mid-Atlantic. They're actually building a facility here in Virginia Beach in the few coming seasons. He made an impact that not many athletes have ever made. Highly regarded as one of the classiest players of all time in any sport, he commanded respect among everyone and inspired me to be a baseball player. I went out there every day and played my little heart out as much as I could because I wanted to be like him. Because in my mind, he wasn't the 78th best player in the world. He was number 1.